I'm finally going to the library. I'm gonna go to the library. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm just gonna suck up €3 to borrow a book. Don't look at my closet.
So I am back on a reading kick. I brought some of my favorite books from home to reread, and I already finished those. And since I want to keep my luggage as light as possible because I'm buying a bunch of stuff, I decided to check out the city library. It's huge and amazing, but you have to either pay a $20 yearly fee or a $3 fee per book checked out. And since I only have a month left here, I decided to go with the individual book fee.
This is the first, actually warm day. I'm wearing shorts for the first time in 2 months. My legs have not seen the sun.
Also, on my way to the library, yet another little ladybug landed on me. I ended up checking out The Berry Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro, which I devoured in 3 days. So that definitely made me miss the free libraries in the US. I then also checked out The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I devoured that in 6 days. So to ease my sadness of just having spent €6 on borrowed books from the library, I got myself a frozen yogurt to celebrate the beautiful sunny warm day.
Should I go outside right now? Be honest.
As you may know, at the end of the month, I like to finish up my journaling before I actually do the spread for the new month. So I finished up my pages of June, or at least I tried to because the cafe was so windy. So instead, I went to my school library to finish up my pages there. And I adore my school library. I've mentioned it in other videos. Here it's free for me to check out books as a student, but it is all art books with a very small selection of English nonfiction novels. And usually the ones I want to read are checked out. It is, however, one of my favorite places, and I do adore their selection of artists. Now let's move on to the July setup. Today I come to you bare nails and all. I like to give my nails a week of rest between sets, so we're keeping it simple. This was my June setup. If you've watched any of my other setup videos, you know the drill. I have my little drawers of paper cutouts. I sort through these and pick out any items that resonate with the month of July for me. And I found one of my little Masatoro stickers bundled in there.
So, as you can see, for me, July, the colors are green, yellow, pink. Green, yellow, pink, blue, green, yellow, pink, but basically it's a lot of green and yellow. June was a lot of purples and pinks. July, it's like the summer month. It's warm, we're having cold things to eat. Everything's blooming, it's very green. I'm gonna make the spread very green with, of course, some pink and blue accents to make it very, very cute. I also got these Miffy chocolates in Utrecht, and the labels, the wrappers around them were so cute. I think I'm gonna use them in this one because I am actually going back to Amsterdam with my bestie later this month. Amsterdam is super nearby Hamburg. It's a 5-hour train, which for me is nothing. I'm really excited to go back. So let's add some little themes from the Netherlands. So I need to do my calendar, but I just found out that I only packed the wrong size of lead. So this is what I'm gonna be working with. Okay, there we go. There's the calendar outline.
I ended up going with 3 main big pieces. First is this beautiful painting, I think by Ikegami Yoriyuki. I decided to cut out some of the background to give it some more texture and negative space with the little plants popping up. The next one is this shaved ice picture. I love mixing like 3D photos of real life items with paintings and 2D things. And then the third big item that I chose was this Moomins cutout from my calendar last year that you can see right there in the bottom right hand corner. And then I start cutting out some smaller accent pieces like the Miffy chocolate wrappers that I showed earlier. And I just go at it with my little scissors. I'm gonna outline my calendar with pink this month. Since the color palette is very green, yellow, and blue, I think pink would be perfect to round it all out because I always love including pink. I have grown to love the Muji colored pens. I used to not get the hype, but now I do. I started using them maybe 3-4 years ago. Before that, I just used like big pens, but I can't go back from these now. I use the 0.5mm size, and they're the same ones I use to actually write in my journal as well. Once I have that layout that I want, I'll start gluing everything in. If you watched my June setup last month, you'll notice I finally got a new glue stick. I got this one at the post office, and I'm really hoping it lasts me a while because for some reason I just run through mini glue sticks like they're nothing. Anyway, now I'm going in with washi tape. I brought some of my favorites wrapped around little plastic gift cards, which was perfect and very compact. And this is also when I like to add my mini teeny tiny cutouts that I keep in this chocolate pencil case and this little tin box. So I'll search through those and find little accents that go with the same color palette. I have some old cutouts from a Sanrio calendar that I had a few years ago, and I found the perfect little July square, so I decided to replace the Tamagotchi with that one, and then you can just watch as I reorder the items and see where I want to put them. Then I go in with my pink colored pencil and just softly sketch out the letters of July, and then just roughly color them in. As you can see, this pencil is at the end of its lifespan. I had to buy this little attachment at the art store to try and use it because it's basically just a little nub left, but I cannot for the life of me find Prismacolors in Europe. But this is my favorite colored pencil and I use it for everything that I need to color code in this journal. Then I'll go in with my own washi tape with no background so that I can divvy them up into little stickers. And then go in with my favorite part, which is my little pillbox of star cutouts. I love to use these at the end of the process. I just sort of sprinkle them in. And then I also decided to add a little bit of a background behind the little Blythe doll. Since her hat is white, it was blending in a little bit too much, so I figured out this pink striped background would be perfect. I've also been adding this to the past 4 months of journal setups, so it is a recurring motif at this point. And then I glue in my little stars, and they're like sprinkles on top of a cupcake. I just love adding them.
I just went in with my star cutouts and added a little bit of washi tape too. And that's basically it for the spread. Now, let's do my Hobonichi spread. June was incredibly busy. It just flew by. In July, I have some plans, but nothing is completely concrete yet, so I'm gonna save that for later in the month once I actually like get tickets for trains and such. But let's decorate the edges and clear out the other days.
I, of course, cover those up with some washi tape, and then I like to layer up some clear stickers over them. I have these little tiny ones in a binder, and I'll also go in with some paper cutouts, just to accent some of the dates that I already have on there. And that is it for today's video. We have our Hobonichi setup, our July journal setup. I love that I finally used one of my big Moomin cutouts. If you made it to the end of the video, leave a comment. I always love reading them. Let me know if you joined along. Let me know if you also journal. Also, does your library charge you for books? Because in the US they're free, and the US is pretty messed up, but at least it has free libraries. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!